Welcome back to a Faster PC live support. I know you've been waiting all week for this show. Well, you don't have to wait any longer. Get excited. This time, this is exciting. We're actually going to be helping people resolve their computer problems. We may help you resolve your computer problems. So give us a call, 772 340 1590, 772 340 1590. Or you can head over to our Facebook or YouTube video. Either go to Facebook, search for a faster PC. We have almost 23,000 likes. Go to YouTube. YouTube channel is kind of new, and we don't have as many likes over there. But get over there, and you can watch the show there as well. Or you can head to our website at fasterpc.com. We have links to both our Facebook page and our YouTube channel where you can watch this show in its entirety. And you know what? If you're driving down the road, you're doing other things, you're not able to watch right now, you'll be able to watch the show in its entirety at your convenience after the show is over. So, but if you have a computer question, if you have a computer problem, if something's not working, now is your chance to get your problem solved for free. Give us a call, 772 340 1590, and let's see whether we can help you on this show resolve your computer problem. Also, we do have technicians that are standing by in the shop ready to resolve computer problems. And we'll be there today until 2, but you don't have to wait until then. Remember, computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
That's right. And we are back ready to answer your computer questions, ready to help you resolve computer technical issues. This is a Faster PC Live technical support, and we are here ready to answer your questions. And, it gets even better because not only are we here ready to answer your computer questions, but we also have technicians in the shop ready to resolve computer problems. And of course, the problem doesn't necessarily need to be uh, computer related. It could be with your phone. It could be technical, a technical issue. Whatever the case is, whatever the problem is, we can help you as long as it's technology related. You know, people have phones today. They have iPads. You might have video cameras at your house or at your business, a router issue, um, smart TV that's connecting to the internet. A lot of different technology in the house today and in businesses today, and we can help you with all of it. We can help you answer those questions. So this is something that we can definitely help you with. So you want to get on if you want to have your question answered on the show today. And of course, we do have customers. Last week we had someone that called right after the show and said, I was listening to you and you had a question. That's fine too, but hey, this is your opportunity if you want to have your question answered. And we try to answer it in a way that not only benefits you, but also other people, which means that if someone else asks a question, we're also trying to make sure that it benefits you, that we can answer it in such a way that you can understand, that the listeners out there can understand. And I know that some of you don't even have a computer. Some of you are scared of computers, but it's okay. Um, we're here to help relieve that fear and help you actually show you some of the ways that you can actually have more confidence in using a computer. And so we'll be talking about some of those things today. One of the things that we will be, of course, answering your questions as well. But one of the things that we will go over, as long as we have time today, I actually did receive this past week, did receive two scam emails, and these are emails where they're definitely trying to to um, to get me and to trick me into actually tr- trying to trick me into actually contacting them, and so we'll be going over these and just give you some examples of what these actually look like and how you can protect yourself, because this is something that definitely you want to protect yourself from some from various threats that are out there. So we'll be going over that, and one of the things also is again answering your questions and helping you with your the issues that you're dealing with. Now, um, we have dealt with a lot of issues this past week, and and of course we can help you with the issues that you have. We've done SSD upgrades this week. We've dealt with slow computers. We actually had a computer this week. Customer called and said, and this is a customer that's been with us for a long, long time. In fact, they hadn't come to us for a while, but they called us and they said, I'm glad you're still there. I'm glad you're still in business. And I have a problem. My computer is too slow. So, what they said is, my computer's too slow, and I think I need to buy a new processor. Well, that can make sense. They're saying, well, I need a newer, faster processor. Now, they had a AMD Ryzen 7, which is a fast processor. Theirs was a first generation Ryzen 7. They're, by the way, AMD's on their fifth generation. They kind of skipped the fourth generation, and I don't know that I've even seen any second generation. I've seen a few fourth generation processors, but for the most part, they went first generation. I've seen a lot of third generation, and then there's a few models in the fourth generation, but most of them just skipped right to the fifth generation. I'm not sure why they're doing that. They're probably trying to catch up to Intel, although really in performance, in many ways, they already are faster than Intel. They've been able to beat the process, as far as performance. But this particular user had an AMD Ryzen 7. They had 16 gigabytes of RAM, and they had one of those platter hard drives. We've talked about these drives, um, and these are the drives. I'll show it on the uh, on the screen here. So this is actually the drive I'm holding up. I'll verbally describe it for those listening on the radio. But of course, if you can listen, you can watch at our YouTube channel or Facebook channel. And if you aren't able to do that now, you can do this after the show is over. But Western Digital years ago sent us a demo drive. There's no controller on the back. It's actually not a functioning drive. There's no connectors on it, but those would be on the controller. But the insides of this, and it has a clear top, so you can see the insides. There are metal platters, and this particular drive has two platters. There's an arm that moves back and forth. These platters spin around at 5,400, 7,200, sometimes 10,000 or even 15,000 RPMs. On most desktop computers, they're spinning at 5,400 or 7,200. Most laptop computers, they would be spinning at 5,400, maybe even 4,500 um, on a laptop. Because the faster they spin, the more power it uses, the more battery life. Well, this is the type of hard drive he had. I logged in and did a remote session. I cleaned up some things on his system, and I did a remote session and looked. I looked at his, and we've done this on the show here. Let me switch over, see if I can. I'll get to a full screen and just show you this. What you can do. You can right click on your taskbar which normally is in the bottom. Go up to Task Manager and left click, or you can hold down Control Shift Escape, and that'll launch Task Manager. You see on my computer right now, my processor immediately shot up to 100%. Right now it's down lower. It's about 70, 71, 72, 69. So it's fluctuating in there. Um, and this is because I'm streaming, so really when I'm streaming, I could use a faster processor. And let me one thing I forgot to do. So I forgot to set my power profile over to high performance. That'll help a little bit. So I set the power profile to high performance, but what I was seeing with his system is that his processor, a low CPU utilization. He had 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is way more than what most people need. And I was seeing low RAM utilization, about 25% RAM utilization, which means that about 4 gigabytes of his 16 gigabytes was being used. On his processor, I think it was around, maybe 10% of his CPU capacity. The mathematical calculations, that's what the processor does, was being used. The hard drive, though, right off the bat at boot up was at 100% utilization, and so that was his problem. So he could have gone out and spent maybe three or four or $500 on a new processor, and maybe it would have worked in his computer, maybe it wouldn't have worked in his computer, but his computer would have been just as slow as it was before. So it would have been wasted money. But instead of spending that money, he paid us to look at his system to see what he needed to speed it up, and we recommended an SSD drive. He brought it in. We did an SSD drive on his install on his computer, and he is thrilled. He called back after taking it home and said, "Wow, this computer is way faster, and the whole process cost him less money than it would have cost him to upgrade the processor, and the processor wouldn't have resolved his slow computer." So that's what we do here at a faster PC. We can make your computer faster. We can make everyone that's listening. If you want your computer to go faster, that's what we do here. You're listening to a Faster PC radio here, heard every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour, right here on this station and streamed live to our Facebook page. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, ready to answer your computer questions. So, you know what? If you have questions, well, we can't answer them unless you ask them. Our number, if you want to have your computer questions answered, is 772-340-5090. 772-340-5090. Also, you can type your questions into the comment section of our live Facebook video that's happening right now over at Facebook. You can go there, search for Faster PC. We have almost 23,000 likes, or you just go to our website, afasterpc.com, click on the link to listen to a Faster PC radio. We're here, we're ready to answer your computer questions, and we'll be right back to do that. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC. From the founding of our company, a Faster PC has provided our customers with quality service and computer products at competitive prices. We find that in the current economy, this is more important than ever. A Faster PC recently conducted a market survey and found that our prices are the least expensive in the area. Some of our competitors charge twice what we charge. Perhaps that's why more customers are turning to a Faster PC. We're helping our customers save money by repairing their computers rather than replacing them.
Now, wait a minute. You mean a Faster PC saves customers money?
A Faster PC offers the most competitive prices for computer repair in our area.
Wait a minute. Technicians that know what they're doing for less than the competition?
That's right. A Faster PC can handle anything from software installs, virus, spyware, and malware, and those annoying pop-ups to QuickBooks, Metisoft, and SoftEnd support, from wireless networks to hardware networks. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
Conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. Call 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
This is Brian Longworth, host of a Faster PC Radio, where we answer your computer questions for free every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. But it gets even better than that.
Now, wait a minute. How could it possibly get any better than that?
Yes, Cliff. A Faster PC has technicians standing by every Saturday ready to work on your computer.
Wait a minute. Technicians standing by on a Saturday?
Well, Cliff, a Faster PC has technicians standing by Monday through Friday for standard and emergency service, both in-shop and on-site. That means you can bring your computer to a Faster PC, or a Faster PC can come to you. And if you need computer service in a hurry, we offer emergency service both in-shop and on-site. We can handle anything from software installs, viruses, spyware, to multi-site VPN networking. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC, conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
Welcome back to a Faster PC Radio. I know you've been waiting, a whole few minutes for the next segment of today's show. If you've been waiting to give us a call so that you can get your computer question answered, well, now's a great time to give us a call. Give us a call. The number here at the studio is 772 340 1590. 772 340 1590. Of course, if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to call and be on the radio. This is your opportunity, by the way, if you do want to be on the radio. But if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to be on the radio, you don't want people to hear what you say, then you can actually head over to our Facebook video. It's a live Facebook video going on right now. You can head over there. Just go to www.afasterpc.com. Click on the link to listen to a Faster PC radio. That'll take you to our Facebook page, or you can go to Facebook, search for a Faster PC. You'll find our page. We have between 22 and 23,000 likes. You'll be able to actually get over there, scroll down on the page a little bit. You'll see the live video, and you can type your question into the comments section. Now, your question doesn't have to be on what we've been talking about. It can be on any topic, as long as it's computer related. So head over there and you can be on the show, or just give us a call, 772 340 1590. We did also want to remind you that we have technicians standing by, ready to resolve computer problems. Our number in the shop is 772 878 5978. And we are located at 7190 South US 1 in Port St. Lucie. Again, the number is 772 878 5978. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
That's right, and we are back. We're ready to answer your questions, ready to help you resolve your technical issues as well. So this is what we do here at a Faster PC Live technical support. It can be anything on computers, and of course we help customers and we help you. You don't even have to be our customer to call up this show. You can do this to anyone, and so we're here ready to answer your questions, and we do have a caller on the line. We're going to the line. We have Bambi on the line. Welcome to a Faster PC Live technical support, Bambi. How can we help you today?
Hi, thank you. Good morning. I'm just driving and heard your message here, so I don't have the details of my computer or my laptop product, but
that's okay.
A Dell, one of those M6500, I think.
Okay.
6,000, but
okay.
The thing is, originally it was a 2007, and then upgraded to 2010, and I've not been able to receive a update on there, and I was just wondering if I was to reset it, if that would make a difference in allowing it to be able to receive the updates. I know it's out of date for some reason. So whenever I go to the Microsoft or whatever, it just says it's past the update time. But would resetting it make a difference? And thank you for taking my call.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so resetting, and we did a few weeks ago, we actually did a show where we talked about the difference between resetting and running a system restore. You may want to go back and watch that, but and you can watch that on YouTube or on Facebook. You can also listen. I know WCNO has a listening archive that you can listen to it there as well. But you can watch it on the show on the Facebook and YouTube. But I'll go over what a reset does. So a reset does correct certain issues, and sometimes a reset is necessary. And when you run a reset, you have an option of saving your data or not saving your data, but you will never will have an option of saving your programs and your settings. So what a reset does is it does a clean install of Windows, the current version of Windows. So if you have Windows 10, I think you said you do have Windows 10. So if you have Windows 10, it'll do a clean install of Windows 10, and then you can at that point you'll either have your data if you chose to save your data, or you won't have your data if you chose to not save your data. By the way, if you, let's say you're giving a computer away to someone and you want to not only remove the data, but and you would really, before doing this, you would want to copy the data, any data that's important, to another computer or another device so that you can access that elsewhere. But if you were going to give a computer away, you could run a reset and choose to delete the data. And when you choose to delete the data, you have an option to either just delete the data or to securely delete the data. And the difference is that deleting the data just leaves the data on the drive. But if that place is in on the drive is overwritten, the data can't be retrieved. But if it's not overwritten, it can be retrieved. So securely erasing it would actually write junk to that portion of the drive, all portions of the drive, so that it would not be retrievable. But in your
Yeah.
case, you're looking at using the computer, so you would probably want to save the data, but you're going to need to, if you connect to a wireless network, you're going to need to reconnect to that wireless network. Any wireless network you connect to, you'll need to do that. If you have a printer, maybe more than one printer, you'll have to reinstall that. If you have Microsoft Office, you'll need to reinstall it. If you had Chrome or Firefox installed on your computer, you'll need to reinstall that. Any program that you have, TurboTax, Quicken, QuickBooks, anything that you use other than Windows and Microsoft Edge, you'll need to reinstall. So, it's really not necessarily the best way to go about things unless you need it. A lot of times there's other ways to go about it. And it sounds like to me that your problem is that you can't install the newer versions of Windows 10. Is that correct?
The updates aren't going through, but just rejecting it, or whenever it goes through, it gives me a black screen.
Okay.
And to get out of the black screen, I'm having to revert back to
Okay.
the
To
older version. So this
prior
has
to
been
the
like
update.
3 years
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah, so sometimes there can be a problem with a certain update, and on some computers just can't go beyond a certain level, or the hardware will not work properly. My
Right.
dad had a Dell laptop that would work fine on earlier versions of Windows 10, but when you installed a newer version of Windows 10, the video on the LCD screen of the laptop would go out. If you connected an external monitor, it would work fine, but most people want a laptop to use the screen on the laptop so they can move it around and use it portably. So that was, and sometimes you do run into situations like that, but sometimes you just run into a situation where one particular update is giving a problem. One thing that you can do, I'll switch over to a full screen here and show this and verbally describe it for those listening. I think you're listening also. So you'll click on the start button in the lower, normally it's in the lower left-hand corner. Go up to the settings. Some people call it a cog, but it looks like a sprocket or a gear that you might see on a bicycle. And open that up. Click on updates and settings, or updates and security. That'll take you to the Windows updates, and you can actually see the updates. And my computer has already installed all the updates, so I can't really show the steps that you would go through, but typically you can actually select which update you want to install. So you could do one update, see if that works, reboot, do another update, see if that works, and then narrow it down to what's not working. Another thing you can do is hold down the Windows key on your keyboard. That's the key that looks like a four-pane window. If you have an older computer, it might look like a flag with a four-pane window and kind of, at an angle, as the flag would be waving. But hold down the Windows key and press R for run, and type in the run command WinVer, WinVer, and hit enter.
Isn't Peter?
Well, Win, W as in William, I as in Igloo, N as in Nancy, V as in Victor, E as in Edward, R as in Romeo. So it's short for Windows version. So you're typing
Um,
WinVer, WINVER, short for Windows version. You're just using the first 3 letters of each word together with no spaces. That will show you the version of Windows that you have installed on your computer. My computer has 21H2, which came out in the second half of 2021. Um, if yours has, Microsoft has some many versions of Windows 10 that they are no longer supporting. And if you have one of those versions that they're no longer supporting, what you may need to do is you may need to upgrade to a newer version of Windows 10 to correct that. You can get Windows 10 downloaded directly from Microsoft's website. You can download the latest version of Windows 10, and you know, 21H2 is out. I believe that 22H1 is out as well. Um, and that would have come out in the first half of this year. Um, and so you can download that and install it on your computer, or in the shop here we could actually do that, where we could actually take and copy a version over. What the version I've been using most often when I'm doing clean installs and I'm doing upgrades is 21H1. And the reason I kind of like to be 1 or 2 versions back, so that if the customer encounters a problem, we can always go forward to a newer version. It's always nice to be able to go forward to a newer version to correct issues. And sometimes you can correct issues such as Windows Update issues with installing a newer version of Windows. And doing this, you won't lose any if you install it over the top of itself. Let's say you just boot into Windows, we copy the file to a folder on your computer, or maybe you download it to a folder on your computer, and you actually execute that and you launch it. What happens is it installs Windows over the top of itself. You keep all of your data, you keep all of your programs, you keep all of your printers, you keep all of your wireless networks. You don't have to redo anything. And that's it's always best, unless you're really having some big problems, it's always best, it's always easiest. I'll say that. That's probably a better word. It's easier to not have to reinstall all those things. You know,
right.
some people don't have very much that they install to customize their computer. But one of the things we find is that those people that don't really install very much, they're probably the least capable of, maybe getting their computer reconnected to their wireless network. Maybe if they use Chrome, getting Chrome reinstalled, or any of the little things that they actually use, installing their printer. And of course, we help people with that. But it's even better if you don't have to do it. If you don't need help with it, that's even better. If all those settings are there. And let me go out. I'll actually go out right now on the web and do a search for um, Microsoft. Download Microsoft Windows 10. So we'll just type that into a Google window. So download Windows 10. And one of the things, we'll use this as a little bit of a training. The top search is a Microsoft at Microsoft.com. And this is one thing, whether you're searching for Microsoft, whether you're searching for Intuit, whether you're searching for HP or your bank website, whatever website you're searching for, make sure the site that you go to and the site that you're going to click on is the site that you're searching for. Because let's look down. If we scroll down a little bit, you see that actually Google does a good job here. Actually, the first several options are Microsoft options, but then there's a digital trend .com website, and that may be legitimate, but some search engines will take you to places that aren't what you're searching for, and sometimes you'll get an entity that wants to sell you a plan to tell you what the search engine could have told you, and so you want to be cautious with that. And sometimes you
I
get to
see.
actually a scam site that will, try to rip you off, and you really want to watch yourself on that. But the first option here says download Windows 10, and this is a Microsoft uh, link, so we can actually go here. Now, it looks like the Windows. It looks like they may not have the 2022 H1 out yet, because the latest edition they have on their site is Windows 10 November 2021 update. So what we can do is we can click Update Now. Now, I already have this installed on my computer, but if we click Update Now, what's going to happen is you actually get an option to download this. So I can actually download that to my computer. It would be a large file. So once the file gets downloaded and finishes downloading, then I would be able to launch that, or you would be able to launch that and install the latest version of Windows 10. And after you're done, reboot the computer would reboot, and hopefully everything will come back up and work fine. Again, there are some occasions where you encounter situations where maybe your computer just is not capable of supporting a newer version of Windows 10. And in that case, you're kind of stuck with what you have, and you really are going to need to just stay there, or get a new computer, unless there's a solution. Sometimes there might be a BIOS update that might resolve that issue, but otherwise, hopefully this will resolve the issue, get you up to the latest version of Windows 10, and then you'll be able to update. You're listening to a Faster PC radio, heard on this station every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back for the final segment of today's show. Listen, if you want to get your computer questions answered and you haven't called in, now's your opportunity. In fact, this is your last opportunity coming up. 772-340-1590. 772-340-1590. You can also head over to our Facebook page, and you can actually, from the Facebook page, you can type your computer questions into the comment section of the live video, and we'll cover them on today's show. But you know what? You've got to get over there right now, or give us a call, 772-340-1590, so we can answer your computer questions. Computer problems? You need a faster PC. This is Brian Longworth, host of A Faster PC Radio, where we answer your computer questions for free every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. But it gets even better than that.
Now, wait a minute. How could it possibly get any better than that?
Yes, Cliff. A Faster PC has technicians standing by every Saturday ready to work on your computer.
Wait a minute. Technicians standing by on a Saturday?
Well, Cliff, A Faster PC has technicians standing by Monday through Friday for standard and emergency service, both in-shop and on-site. That means you can bring your computer to A Faster PC, or A Faster PC can come to you. And if you need computer service in a hurry, we offer emergency service both in-shop and on-site. We can handle anything from software installs, viruses, spyware, to multi-site VPN networking. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
A Faster PC, conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
From the founding of our company, A Faster PC has provided our customers with quality service and computer products at competitive prices. We find that in the current economy, this is more important than ever. A Faster PC recently conducted a market survey and found that our prices are the least expensive in the area. Some of our competitors charge twice what we charge. Perhaps that's why more customers are turning to A Faster PC. We're helping our customers save money by repairing their computers rather than replacing them.
Now, wait a minute. You mean A Faster PC saves customers money?
A Faster PC offers the most competitive prices for computer repair in our area.
Wait a minute. Technicians that know what they're doing for less than the competition?
That's right. A Faster PC can handle anything from software installs, virus, spyware, and malware, and those annoying pop-ups, to QuickBooks, Metisoft, and SoftIn support, from wireless networks to hardware networks. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
Conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. Call 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
Welcome back to A Faster PC Radio. This is the last segment of today's show. We'd love to answer your computer questions, but if you don't call, we can't answer. Give us a call. The number to have your computer question answered is 772 340 1590, 772 340 1590, or you can hop on over to our Facebook page, A Faster PC, and actually from there, you can type your question into the comment section. So again, just a few more minutes to answer your questions. We did want to remind you also that not only can you ask your questions at the Facebook page or by calling 772-340-1590, but you can also watch the video as well. So some of the questions that I'm answering, as I answer those questions, I'll be able actually to show you the steps that you go through to resolve computer problems. And if you're not where you can watch it right now, that's fine. You can watch it at your convenience shortly after the show's over. It'll be up there on our Facebook page. You can get there one of two ways. Either go to our website, afasterpc.com. We have a link that says listen to a Faster PC radio. If you click on that, it'll take you to our Facebook page, or go to Facebook and search for a Faster PC. We also wanted to remind you that in the shop, we have technicians standing by today to work on computers and resolve computer problems. We're at 7190 South US 1, and our number in the office is 772 878 5978. And of course, we're here to answer your questions. Well, your computer questions, and we could answer other questions, but we're here specifically to answer computer questions. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC. That's right, you do. And we are back. We are ready to answer your questions in the final segment of today's show. And also, if we have time, we'll be going over some of the scam emails that I received. I didn't respond to them, but we'll go over these to train you. Before we do that, I just wanted to tell about one other technical issue that we did resolve for one of our customers this past week. You guys know, if you've been listening the last few years, that we provide remote support. And we do provide support in shop, so people bring their computers to us. We provide remote support where we actually log in remotely to computers to resolve computer problems, and many problems, not every problem, but a lot of problems we can fix without leaving our shop, and you can fix without leaving your house or your business. And so we do that. We also have on-site service where we go right to your home or your business or your church or your civic organization, your charity, your nonprofit. We've done work for some of the unions. We've done work for some of the government agencies sometimes. So we can help in any way, that way. But we have one of the things that we've started doing in the last few months is we have started offering managed services, and we do this for residential, for home offices, for businesses. And what this is it's a monthly plan that you pay, and you get remote support, in shop repair. There are various levels of the plan and various things that we can provide. We also remotely monitor systems to make sure everything is going good, and make sure that the Windows updates are installed. We have a customer that lives here quite a bit of the year, but they also live in Virginia some of the year. And yesterday they called us. They're a managed services customer. Yesterday they called us. They were having problems printing. It was either yesterday or the day before. I think it was the day before. Anyway, I logged in to their systems in Virginia. Now they're in Virginia. I'm down here in Florida. Obviously, I'm not going to go over to their house to resolve the problem, but I was able to log into their systems. I was able, with their assistance, to help them get their printer working on both of their computers so that both of the computers can now print to their printer in Virginia. Now, it's been a while since they've been up to Virginia, and I guess maybe they got a new, I don't know what happened and why things weren't working, but something changed maybe from the last time they were there, and we were able to get that resolved, and all they had to do was call us, and we logged into their system and had the issue resolved, and we were able to help them out with that, and so that's something some people say, well, I'm not here all the time. Well, we can resolve a lot of problems without you ever bringing the computer in or without us ever going there, just remotely. And of course, if they weren't a managed services plan, we still could have helped them. We just would have needed to log in, and they would have needed to pay for it, but they didn't have to pay for it yesterday because they're paying a monthly fee, and that covers whatever we do remotely for them and any labor in the shop. Now, I wanted to go over, because one of the things that we do see quite often is we see people that are falling for scam emails. And what I'm talking about when I talk about a scam email, I'm talking about an email that is trying to trick you into clicking, opening an attachment, or calling a number. And I received two emails this past week, and I'm gonna actually show these on the screen. I'll verbally describe what you're seeing also for those that are listening on the radio. I'll verbally describe what I'm seeing. And so one of these was a purported Walmart order, and this actually I actually took a screenshot from my spam filter, and so the spam filter, by the way, flagged it as spam and blacklisted it, um, but it says on the way. That's the subject, is on the way. And this is supposed to come from Walmart orders. Now, first of all, let's look at the email address. The email address is 110231@aja.edu.qa. Now, edu makes it look like it's an educational facility. QA, I'm not sure, where that is, but a QA domain is a, I'm sure, a country somewhere. We could do a search for it and see. But this is definitely not Walmart. If it was Walmart, it would come from walmart.com, not from aja.edu.qa. The body of the email says Walmart order on the way, product Canon XPS 7018 series printer, amount charged $648.85. Now, I can tell you that that's a charge that is way more if I were to purchase a printer. In fact, I did a search for this printer. I don't think this printer, you can actually even buy this printer new right now, but if I could, it would be in the range of 200 to 350, somewhere in that range. So it says to cancel this order or dispute this charge, call immediately at, and it gives a phone number. I'm not going to give it out over the air because it's a scam number. If I were to call this number, what would happen most likely, based on what some of our customers that have called those numbers have seen, the person would say, "Oh, I'm very sorry. We made a mistake. Let me log into your computer so that I can refund the money." They log into the person's computer and show them something that looks like their bank account. And by the way, if you have saved if you're the one that calls the number and lets them into your computer, and you have saved your username and your password in your browser, they have your username and password. And while they're on the phone with you, they're probably going to your bank and trying to do some transactions and trying to transfer some money out. So it's imperative. First of all, don't call them. Second, if you do call them, get off the phone as quickly as you can. Call your bank, and then we have customers that bring their computer to us because their bank says, you know what, you need to have your computer scanned to make sure it's clean. And so they bring it to us. We make sure that there's no infections, make sure that the remote support from the scammers is off of there. We put our remote support. So, if they have a problem, they know who we are. They can call us up. We can help them. We can say, hey, that's not a legitimate email. Don't call that number. We can save them a lot of time and aggravation. We have customers have to change their bank account, have to close their bank account, open up a new bank account, get a new debit card, all this stuff. But what the scammers will show is they'll show something that looks like your bank account, and they'll show that they double the amount of your bank account. So let's say you had $20,000 in the bank, and all of a sudden you have 40,000, and the person says, "Oh, man, I made a big mistake. I'm going to get fired over this. I need your help. I need you to go to the store and buy some gift cards so that we can take care of the difference between what I was supposed to refund and the amount I actually refunded." Or they'll say something like, "I need you to go to the bank and withdraw some money and then deposit it into another bank." Um, and so a lot of customers say, they realize it's a scam when that happens, but we have had customers that have gone to the store to buy the gift cards, and some of them have actually bought the gift cards and they've lost all of the money that they paid for the gift card, sometimes $500 or more that they've lost. Another email that I got, and this came from um, this says account details in the subject line underscore HH18219. And it comes from Cohen, and that's the name. And then the username is KYLINWOHR1829 at gmail.com. So, first of all, I know that's a private Gmail email address. It's not a legitimate, it's not a business that's sending me this. But the body of the email says, "The Geek Squad Corporation welcomes you again to our Internet Protection Shield plan. As instructed by you, we have renewed the annual subscription again for a period of 1 year. The service fee is $398.88, is processed from the same card updated in our system at the time of registration. Subscription will be valid from 27 May 2022 through 26 May 2023. The same fee will be charged annually unless canceled. Technical or transactional error? Question mark. Contact support." And then they give a number. Secure Internet and Network Protection Plan. So again, first of all, if this was from the Geek Squad, it would probably come from bestbuy.com, not from gmail.com. Anyone can get a Gmail address. In fact, anyone can get hundreds of Gmail addresses or thousands of Gmail addresses. And the scammers probably have hundreds of thousands of email addresses that they use, and they just rotate. They use it until they can't use it, until Google figures out that they're scamming people and shuts them down. Then they'd use another address. And, it could be Gmail, could be Yahoo, could be AOL. There's a whole bunch of free email addresses that they can use for a certain period of time. Now, the prompt here, as in the other one, is to present a number that, first of all, I didn't subscribe to this plan. Why would I? I'm a computer technician. Why would I subscribe to the Geek Squad? They're not even computer technicians, in my opinion. Why would I pay them when they really, and I believe they know less than I know? Why would I pay them? I didn't pay them. I didn't subscribe to them, to this. But and if you received this message, you probably didn't either. They're trying to trick you into calling. They're trying to trick me into calling. If I didn't know any better, and I would be upset if I thought someone was charging me $398.88 for something I didn't sign up for. I would be upset. I would want to call. And so you see the transactional error. Is it a transactional error? Well, hey, call this number. If I call that number, again, what's going to happen is I'm going to see some, they're going to try to get into my computer. They're going to show me, well, here, let's let's refund the money. And then they're going to try to scam me, get me to go buy some gift cards and by the way, while they're in the computer, they're going to be getting usernames and passwords if I have saved. Now, I haven't saved any. But I don't save usernames and passwords in the browser. It's not safe. I've done some shows on that just recently. You can go to our website, click on the YouTube or Facebook link, and you can actually watch those shows. We've actually done some shows on on some of those how it's unsafe to save your email address and your password, or your username and passwords in your web browser, because I can get that information. I do that for my customers as a service, but scammers can get that information also. So we want to help protect you, but if you do fall prey, we do help people protect them. For many people, Memorial Day is merely a day at the beach. We remind you, though, that your day at the beach was paid for in part by the day brave men stormed the beaches of Normandy, and many other brave men and women who have paid the ultimate sacrifice so that we and others may live free. This Memorial Day, take time to remember those who have sacrificed to secure and defend our freedom, and thank God for his blessings on America. And we're coming to the end of today's show, but if you've missed any part of this show or just want to listen to it again or watch it again, because you can do that at our Facebook page and YouTube channel, you can not only hear the show, but also see the show. And when we've described and shown you how to resolve computer problems, you can actually see that and watch it over and over again at our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. You can get there by going to our website of fasterpc.com and clicking on the links. We'll be open today until 2 p.m. We'll be closed Monday in observance of Memorial Day. We'll be open Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 5 and open Saturday from 9 to 2. We want to invite you to listen to our church radio show tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. here on WPSL. The title to tomorrow's sermon is How We Can End Abortion and Protect Every Innocent Human Life. You can listen to other sermons on our church website, covenanttabernacle.com, or our church Facebook page, Covenant Tabernacle World Outreach Center. You can find a Faster PC's Facebook page and YouTube channel by searching for a Faster PC on Facebook and YouTube, or by going to our website and clicking on the links. While there, you can actually watch the show, not only hear the show, but also watch the show and see the steps that we go through to actually resolve computer problems. A Faster PC is conveniently located at 7190 South US 1 on the east side of US 1, just north of Rio Mar. We're also on the web at www.fasterpc.com. Again, that's fasterpc.com. And you can reach us at 772-878-5978. Again, 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
This is WPSL Port St. Lucie.